Don't like that I can't hear my intro. I hear the outro. Weird. Hello, everybody. I'm the okayest bassist, and I am sick, and I feel like crap. But I am talking to all of you from my new awesome studio that my wife was nice enough to make for me. Tonight was going to be Hondo Felder, but he ended up having to go to work and didn't think he'd be home until he was unable to show up. But Chris Volpini is supposed to be here again on the same subject, which is it worth it being a touring slash gigging musician? Something I've never done, so I have absolutely no clue. I would think it would be fun because the thing that I want is just to play, and I like playing with people. It's pretty fun. Really don't care if there's an audience. I just like playing with people. I get to play at church, usually guitar, rhythm acoustic, like 2 to 4 times a month, and once every maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3 months, I get to play bass, and that's super fun. So I have no idea about going to gigs and doing stuff. Definitely don't have any knowledge in going and doing like a tour where people are coming specifically at some point to see maybe the band I'm playing with or maybe the one I'm opening for. I have no clue. I've never done that. I've never done busking, so I can't even chime in on like being a performing musician, quote, quote. So, kind of excited to hear what they have to say. My head is very shiny. I have a ring light, and I turned it all the way down. It was it was very glaresome before, because the studio has everything but one thing. It doesn't have central. I have those bar, like it's like an LED, like almost neon. It's like a solid string of lights instead of like the whole bunch of little diodes. Although it's just little diodes inside of a like semi-translucent, semi-opaque housing. But there's one on that wall, and then there's one on this wall, and along the like crown molding, so that it has some light bouncing off of the white molding. Um, but without the ring light, it's dark. But I mean, this camera does well adapting for that, so it's not too bad. But when I turn it on, that's on its lowest setting, and I figured that looked a little bit better than nothing. So yeah, I'm stalling because Chris isn't quite ready yet. I'm gonna look at chat. Says good evening, gentlemen from Prop. Hi, Prop. I said good evening to Prop already. Said feel free to jump in if you like. And Prop said I would, but they got me at work at the moment. We're on standby to print the championship shirts if the Eagles win. So, I think that he's talking about the Super Bowl. I didn't even know the Super Bowl was happening today. Uh, it's not base related. Ha ha, ha ha. As if that's the only thing that matters. I didn't know the Super Bowl happened today until yesterday when I was at work and it was stupid busy and I didn't know why. And then people were complaining because it was too busy even before the Super Bowl. So that's how I found out. So, yeah. Chris still isn't here, but it's okay because we've only been streaming for 5 minutes of actual footage. So that's fine. I don't know. I was trying to think of something clever but I'm not very clever right now because my face and my head feel like they're like 3 times bigger than they actually are, and that means a lot. I have a very big head. Um, I do have this cool shirt my wife bought me. It says bass player, noun, a skilled musician with the ability to perform without any kind of pointless drama and usually in a really relaxed state. Second definition, the one responsible for keeping everything together. See also, forever employed. So that's cool to know I'm not going to get fired because I play bass. Appreciate that, Walmart. Hooray, I'm going to take a drink of water. Hydration is important. I haven't seen anyone put in a comment as to how my audio is since everything got moved. Everything used to be set on like a 45-degree angle this way, and I looked at my big monitor, and right now the lighting worked better this way, which the camera I'm using is on top of my iPad. I could also use the iPad camera. It looks like this. Regular front camera. Hello. Now you see my head and more of the bases, but also less of the bases. And then there's this, which is the ultra wide, which I don't mind. Like this right here. This is an unboxing. I'm going to be recording soon, but I don't know when it'll go up. It was supposed to go up in a few weeks, and now I have someone sending me a company is sending me something, which is awesome. But I told them I'd do it sooner since they're sending me a thing, and I'm going to test it and then see if I want to keep it or if I'm going to send it back. So I don't know. I told them I'd do it sooner because I don't want to be hanging on to their stuff for like a couple months because I've got a lot of videos already logged. So again, back to the first camera. That's the first camera. So I think this one looks better. It's either this one or this one. This one kind of makes it look like I'm looking at you more. Because I think like it's up here, whereas the other one's up above that. My finger looks really long. Anyway, sorry, squirrel moment. I don't mind this one. It's the actual iPad camera. Looks pretty good. Might use it. I gotta do more stuff with that wall. I thought I might steal my wife's Starry Night painting poster, shower curtain, put it, or find something else, like a cool backdrop. But it probably won't, because that'd take a lot of time and effort. I'm definitely not doing it now. I put all the bases up today, and I way drained myself. I got the fun of the doing stuff, up and moving, and I kept doing that. And then as soon as I sat down here to relax, my whole body just went, oh, you're an idiot. Should not have done that. I'll go back to this one. Focus. There we go. I like this one the best. Although, like, it does do my chrome dome very chromed. It's very chromy. There's like drywall dust on my head. Anyway, so I'm sure this is riveting. I apologize that it's not fun. I'm not going to use being sick as an excuse, but hey, I'm going to blame the Super Bowl. That's what it is. The guy, it says one person watching. I would guess that one person is prop. That is one thing I wish was like, I wish it would say, wait a minute, maybe it does. Oh, it says I'm the only one watching. Ha ha. Here I thought someone was actually watching. Cool. At least I'm watching me, so that's good. Or like almost 10 minutes in. I don't know what happened to Chris. I'm going to try to message Chris to see if something happened at Chris Volpini. Send. We will see. If Chris got tied up with something, that's completely fine. It's the Super Bowl. So if he's unable to make it, I know he was gonna type in I was. Cool, Michael. I don't remember having seen you before, but I appreciate you, especially that you're watching on what's probably the worst one of these I've ever done. Hopefully, I sound okay. I have the gain where they normally are, which is like 3 o'clock, but that's like 75% or more. So, hopefully, everyone can hear me. If not, I'm sorry. And if you can, I'm sorry. Uh, But if Chris is unable to show up, that's fine. I know Hondo plans to get on to next week. He and Chris could just both get on and then they can talk back and forth of what they think. Anyone who is watching, if we got anybody live or if anybody in the decides to watch the recordings, I'd sure like an opinion. I have camera one, which is my Anchor Power C200. Uh, that's the first one. That's what I like, but I'd like an opinion. You guys like camera one, which is this one, or camera two, which is this one. And don't worry about how much light, because I can do this and this and make it brighter or darker, or I can turn it off, but I'm not going to do that. So if Michael's here, that's cool. First time, I appreciate it. Hopefully you don't like mind that I'm not that entertaining. But anybody who wants to chime in, whether it's the chat now live or the recording, camera 2 or camera 1, I would appreciate the feedback because then I know which one everybody likes. One's a lot easier because it's the iPad camera. I can just not have to use the webcam, and that'd be cool. But I think the webcam looks a little better, and of course I can move it around to change angles. If someone's like, "Hey, what's that thing?" I can be like, "Here, grab it," and point it around. So, gonna give just a few more minutes, like 2 and 40, and then if nobody else, cam one, but I'm blurry. Okay, I I didn't know I was blurry. It looked clear to me. It's also only in 720, but if you're saying I'm blurrier on camera one, then that's weird. I do everything on the iPad, so maybe the camera being a peripheral, it's just not liking it. I don't know. Maybe I'm always blurry. The stream only goes out in 720, and the camera is like I think it's a 1080 camera or a 1440. I think it's a 1440. So it might just crop out the window. What window? I don't I don't know about a window. What window? I don't think I have a window. All I see is my camera. Crop out the window. Do you maybe mean the LED lights? Like maybe that's what you mean. I don't know if I can crop. I can like turn a little bit. That's the wrong way. I can like turn it this way. How about that? Now you don't see that LED bar. Water. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then there's this light right here next to my finger. Like that one. Uh, yeah. Okay, cool. Camera one. On the blurriness, I don't. We'll see. See if I can figure anything else out. I just literally got done hanging bases and boards that hold the hangers. Did the boards first. Cool. Happy it's better. Yay. I just hung the boards and then did a whole bunch of math. That was almost correct. And then I put all the hangers and then I hung the bases and then I rearranged all the bases based on the bases that I should get in the future. BCC, hello. At proper, hopefully y'all will be getting ready to sweat. Go birds. Sure. Because Prop said about Eagles winning. So I'm guessing BCC watches football. Um, and I'm guessing that means that the football's not on right now. So thank you for stopping by, BCC. Um, I believe one day when you have internet that isn't dial up, you will join us and do a lesson. Dino Dan, hello. Guitar player learning bass, working on Pride and Joy, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Awesome. Um, as the name implies, I am a bass player. I am not good. Uh, I could give two. Okay, well, as long as you only give two, I guess that's okay. But that's cool. I just don't want Taylor's. I didn't know she played. Huh. I did meet her bass player at NAMM. He seemed nice. He had a pedal, and it was like an octave and something else squished together. Like you could do the octave a step higher, and then you could put the like distortion or gain or something on just the octave, so you could like play bass and guitar. I'm playing with two screws and I don't know why. You could play like bass and guitar at the same time, so that was pretty cool. But what Michael said, guitar player learning bass, welcome to the promised land. This is much better, more fun. I think so. As a reforming guitarist, reforming into bass player, yes, welcome. Uh, I play church. I play rhythm acoustic 90% of the time that I play at church, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I have fun. I bounce around. I don't stand still. I dance. It's fun. Uh, but then I prefer to play bass. I like bass better. Uh, so that's me. But it's cool that you're learning a song. Um, I do have at some point. I think Floof is supposed to come in and he's going to talk to us about like oh, excuse me. I think he's going to talk to us about like reading sheet music and reading tabs, and I think learning songs by ear. I know I have a list of like video ideas that I keep trying to chug out, and one of them is I'm just gonna pick a song that I've never played before, and I'm gonna put like a timer, hopefully, and I'm gonna try to learn the song by ear. I'm currently thinking I need to do something take forever. I'm not good, but I'm currently thinking the one by ear. I'm gonna try and do the Danny Phantom theme song because that is an awesome bass line. And then I'm gonna find another song that I've never played before. I'm gonna try and find the tabs, and I'm gonna try and learn the song with tabs again with a timer, just to see, like, for me, what's faster, and then to see like the progression that I get. Like I've sat down and figured out songs before, but they were like very simple. Like, and I was figuring out not the bass line, so that's going to be tough for me because I'm hearing impaired. So it's hard for me to pick out like specific instruments most of the time. But we'll see how that. So happy you're learning a song. That's pretty cool. I love that song. Stevie Ray's like the best version of that song in my opinion. I think that's the song that he played that like his guitar just cut out in the middle of a song, so he just kind of unplugged it, kept singing, and waited for like a roadie to come up and change his guitar, and then he just kept playing. It's like, hey, I'm not going to just stop a show. I can still sing. It's fine. BCC, what were you saying? Oh, I can click on him and show him. Oh, wow. I'm like a real YouTuber person. I just know that if Proper has to do screen printing, they'll be sweating in that hot print shop. It's not nice to make Proper sweat. And then BCC said, yeah, that dark glass pedal was cool. It almost made me buy a pedal. I've bought one pedal ever. And Lobster doing the microcosm stuff was so cool. And I was like, she doesn't have to play that much, and it fills the stuff in, and it's so cool. So I ordered one. I found a used one, and I ordered it because it was like half the price of a new one. They're like $700 or something crazy like that. And I found one for like 300 something bucks. It was like 350 with shipping. I bought it, and then I had to wait because it didn't come with a power cable, so I had to wait for a power cable. And then I plugged it in, and I tried to do it, and it has like 50 buttons and like a knob, like a spinning knob. It was way above my pay grade, so I sent it back. It was no. And then I looked at that one. It had like a bunch of knobs. You know what? If I was a good player, or if I had people, I'd be pretty cool. Show up, be like, look at this. Just like do the guitar and bass stuff at the same time. That sounded super cool. And of course, that guy is a bassist, so he can do cool stuff on it. And I know Jibble, he liked that pedal. He was the one talking to the guy. I just stood like watched people talk, which is weird for me. Like I'm a talker. I talk a lot, but I didn't talk to that guy because he was in a conversation. I didn't know who he was till after we left. And then they were like, you know who that is? And I was like, no, I guess he works here. And they were like, no, that's Taylor Swift's bassist. I was like, oh. I was excited. I thought I was going to meet Nate Navarro. And then I got separated from half the group, so I didn't get to meet him. I did meet Ian from Scott's Bass Lessons. That was pretty cool. And I saw Marcus Miller, and he looked sad. But I mean, he's old. He's like 70, and he probably had to play so many hours like each day there. I'm sure that's. I mean, it's fun. You get to sit and play bass, but also like you have to. So I think at that point, it kind of becomes a chore, and that would suck. Like I love playing bass, but if someone was like, okay, now you have to, well, that's when you just go, well, now I don't want to. Or that's how I feel about stuff. So, excuse me again. So, what's this? What's this going on? Who is? I don't know who those are. Anyway, so Chris hasn't seen it. Hopefully everything's okay with Chris. Hopefully he didn't like fall in a well and now there's a border collie trying, or a collie. Border collie? Collie? What was Lassie? I don't think she was a border collie, just a collie. Anyway, hopefully Chris didn't fall in a well. There's some dog going to tell somebody about it, and then they'll rescue him, hopefully. Either way, oh, sorry about that. I forgot my camera is attached to the piano. My current favorite bassist, Justin Chancellor. That's a cool name. I don't know who it is, but I'm Google now. Google. Justin Chancellor. 53 years old. He is married to Sheely Dykeman Chancellor? Justin Gunnar Walter, English musician, best known as the bassist for the rock band Tool. Always been their bassist? Or are they like so many people who have like gone through a bunch? Position since 95. Okay. Prior to joining Tool, he played in a band called Peach. Cool. I do like Schism. I've almost learned how to play it. Like, I know all the notes for the intro. That's all I want to learn. I don't want to learn the whole song. The that part. I've kind of learned it, but the hammer-ons, like, I'm not good. I'm the I'll learn some licks of songs I think are cool, and then that's about it. The only song I know all the way through is Toto's Africa. I don't think I could play like the I put at church. I put the master sheets together, play the chord stuff along the root notes along to that. But no, I do I like Schism. I don't know if I've listened to a whole bunch of other Tool songs. Um, Not that I have anything against Tool. I do find it weird because when I was looking up the stuff for Schism, like every other bar, it seemed like the time signature changed, and I don't know if that's intentional or if like the people who wrote it up just didn't know how to like carry notes across bars, so they just kept changing it. I don't know. Um, but I do like that song. I don't know. I guess I could look up Tool songs and see if I know any others. I don't know. I don't think so. Tool songs. So, Schism. Pneuma. 46 and 46 spelled as words and symbol like an ampersand and a 2. The pot skin fist. Parabola. Invincible. I know Skillet, I think, has a song called Invincible. I don't think that's the same song, though. Intolerance. Eulogy. H. It's a good name for a song. Just the letter H and a period. I don't know. Like, ticks and leeches. Okay. Prison sex. Hooker with a penis. Okay. I mean, there's songs. I knew Schism. I don't know any of the others. I don't think. But hey, I could always listen to more. Michael, do you have sorry, I forget. Do you have a tool to recommend? I like some, if that helps. Like, I like that song. It's pretty good. Uh, Music video's kind of trippy, but I mean, hey, that thing. Uh, so there's that. If you got a Tool song you recommend, especially good bass, they seem from Schism to be like pretty bass forward. There's a lot of band. Um, One, and it might be the song that I try with the tabs. I think I'm gonna try by ear learn the Danny Phantom theme song, but the one I'm gonna try with tabs is P Cells by Megadeth, cause that it's so good. But sorry, but what was I saying? Oh, but apparently, like the album, David Ellefson's bass, like I don't know if it's the whole song or just the bass, but I've read it in a few different places that like the whole tuning was like 50 cents off of standard tuning. So I don't know if that was like a choice or it just so happened, or maybe it's just for the intro. I don't know. The Grunge. The Grunge. That's the movie with the, like, little white girl crawling out of the pipes and ceilings and stuff, right? Doing that, like the kind of noise. Is it in the movie? The Grunge. I do see it listed. Tool the Grunge audio. Will do. Not on the stream, because that would be copyright infringement. But I will listen to it. I appreciate it's a 2001 song. That's fine. A lot of good music. Good music in the 2000s. So I will listen to that. Maybe tonight. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just get off here. And I haven't slept in like 3 days. Apparently, I used to take an allergy med, and I was like, hey, it's going to start being allergy season. I should have it in my system. And I started taking it. Apparently, the antihistamine I've taken for years, but didn't take all winter, now causes insomnia for me. So I slept 2 hours last night. Went to bed at 9:30. I woke up at 11:30 and could not sleep. Just got up, did stuff, tried to get tired, would go back, lay down for like an hour. Still not able to sleep. So I'm also tired. And then the night before that, I didn't sleep well, and I thought it was just, I just didn't sleep well. So I've got like 2 hours sleep a night the last 2, 3 nights. So also tired and sick. And it's a nation for content, and I'm very sorry. I do appreciate you for sticking around, Michael. Hopefully you find other content that I've done that's actually more entertaining, which is probably everything. But this, oh gosh, what did I do? Stop. I don't know if you guys can see what's happening, but somehow I got like, okay, there it's gone. I somehow got like a edit screen thing. Got to run, catch you later, get some sleep. I'm planning to try. Unfortunately, Benadryl wires me as well, so I can't take that either. Otherwise, I would. If I took NyQuil, it would help me sleep. But I don't have any. And I don't want to leave my house to go get anything. And I'm supposed to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. And we're going to see how well I sleep. But I do plan to go to bed early and try. So, I will listen to Grunge either today or on my way to work tomorrow. But you have a wonderful time, Michael. Feel free to come back. Feel free to subscribe. Or don't. Either way. I haven't checked that in a while. We'll just do a live while we're live streaming. Go. Minimize. Go away. Pull up the YouTube. Let's get a drum roll. Let's get like a drum roll. Let's see. 115 subscribers. Thank you all so much. When Bully bullied me into making a channel, I literally thought that I was only going to get like 5. I figured it'd be like Bully. I thought maybe Soto and Floof. Like, I figured it was just going to be the people who got on Bullies, and that was like Bullies hangs, and that was it. But I guess Bully was right. He said, you're weird. People like weird. You should do it. So I did. I made a YouTube channel, and I be weird on it. Go away. And this. Okay, apparently Instagram broke. Try again. Why is it tiny? That doesn't make any sense. Ah, well. Anyway, so the stream's been going. It was a 5-minute countdown, and then it's been going another 35 minutes. Unless anybody has anything they'd like to talk about, I'm happy to sit here and talk. I prefer the live streams to go for an hour, but I completely understand if nobody feels like talking to me. Probably wouldn't feel like talking to me right now. But for everyone who did stop by, it says there's 4 people right now. That's awesome. I would guess that one of them is me being my wife in the other room because she likes to watch the live stream. I told her she could sit in here. She could be on it, but she doesn't want to be on it. She also doesn't like it when the boy's on it, which is kind of sad because the boy's cute. And I could get some extra views if people like the cute little kid. The other day, I'll tell this story, and she won't let me upload the video. Fortunate for everybody in like the world, but the other day, the boy was very sad because I was recording videos all day, and he kept like every now and then he'd get away from somebody who was watching him, and he'd run in here and interrupt. So I had to start over and over, and he didn't realize that that was causing me to be in here twice as long because I had to start over. But the way I got him to accept it was I promised him that we could record a video for him. So he, when I got done, I went and got him, and he came and he got in my chair, and he grabbed my headphones and put them on his head. His head's, way smaller than my big head. And I moved the microphone for him, and when I set up the camera and recorded him, he actually said, "Oh, I am the OK bass. I love you." And it was so sweet, and the audio didn't record. So that sucked. So I set it up again, and he did it again. Like, he didn't even need coaching. Apparently, he thinks I tell everyone I'm the okest bassist, and I love everybody. And I do. I love all of you guys. I love everybody. But it was so cute, and I wanted to upload it, and she was like, I just don't feel comfortable with him being on the internet, that stuff like that. And I was like, okay. It's just sad, because it was cute. It was cute as could be. I saved it on my Google Drive, and if she ever gives me permission, I'm uploading it. It's going to be like the #1 short on my channel. I guarantee it. It's going to be way better than the name, which I guess I need to do again because I've got different bases. Some of the same, but also different. But since we don't have anybody interested in talking about anything, I am going to go ahead and call it so I don't have to keep talking because I can feel my voice going more and more. I keep fighting back coughs, so that's that. So as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're watching this recorded and for some reason you've jumped to the end and missed part of the middle, I would like opinions again. Michael was nice enough to give an opinion, but I have camera 1, which is my Anchor Power C200, or I have option number 2, which is my iPad camera. I can change the amount of lighting, so that's all fine. But again, if you'll give me your opinions, which one you think looks better, camera number 2 or camera number 1. Hey, I'm getting messages. Hold on. Please stand by. Chris was held up and said it'd take about another 5 minutes. I'm just going to tell him. Riveting. I know, I'm sorry. I appreciate you. And send. Just going to let him know I am going to go ahead and call it. So this will be 45 minutes, counting the 5-minute timer, so 40 minutes worth of mediocre content. But the plan is that next week, Hondo and Chris are both here. Sorry. Plan is that next week Hondo and Chris are both here, and they will talk about whether or not it's worth it being a touring slash gigging musician. So, as always, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.